In this video, I wanted to take a further look at the camera system of the Samsung Galaxy S20. I've made a full review of this device and you'll find all the links and show notes down below the video. Just before we dive in, a quick word from the sponsor of this video, Gizmodo. The Galaxy S20 is a very expensive phone, but you can save for it by selling your old devices to Gizmodo that buys all sorts of tech at the highest prices online, and they are the sponsor of this video. Gizmodo offers instant quotes and payment, 15 days guarantee, and free shipping. Check out the link in the video description and start selling. The S20 has a triple camera setup that consists of a wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto lens. It's worth mentioning that wide and telephoto lens have optical image stabilization that works in conjunction with electronic image stabilization. Furthermore, the main shooter uses dual-pixel phase detection autofocus system for super fast focusing. 64 megapixels telephoto lens is capable of 3 times hybrid optical zoom and up to 30 times digital zoom. On the front, there is a 10 megapixel snapper that has dual pixel autofocus and is capable of recording 4K video at 30 or 60 frames per second. The camera application of the S20 allows you to take pictures really fast. You can also take up to 100 shots in a really quick burst mode. You can go from 0.5x, which utilizes wide-angle lens, and up to 30 times hybrid digital zoom. I mostly use wide-angle, regular, and 3 times hybrid optical zoom for the best quality pictures. Switching between different camera modules is pretty fast. In video mode, you can also switch between different cameras, but this feature works only in 30 frames per second mode. In comparison, iPhone 11 Pro series phones allow using all cameras in 4K at 60 frames per second. On the S20, you can also go up to 12 times digital zoom. Other modes that I'll talk about in detail in just a bit include single take, panorama, food, night, live focus video, pro video, super slow motion, and hyperlapse modes. Pro mode allows you to adjust exposure, white balance, shutter speed, and ISO. You can also adjust focus manually. What is awesome is that there is a focus speaking feature which helps you better understand what is in focus and what's not. The areas that are in focus are marked in green. You can also adjust other image settings like temperature, tint, contrast, saturation, highlight, and shadow, which is pretty cool. Pro Video mode allows you to adjust pretty much the same settings as in Pro Photo mode. Again, focus speaking is a welcome feature that I usually use on my professional camera. Daylight image quality is among the best we've seen on a smartphone, whether you take pictures using wide angle or the main camera. 3 times hybrid optical zoom images also look pretty good, but I expected to see a little bit more detail in some of the shots. Everything beyond 3 times zoom is okay, but this is a digital zoom after all, so you can't expect much from it. You can zoom in up to 30 times, which is great, but the results may not always impress you. You can also take 64 megapixels pictures that have a lot of detail that is useful for cropping. Auto mode does a pretty good job in low light, but if you want to unleash the full potential of the cameras, night mode is the way to go. I wouldn't say that all the images are perfect, but the quality is among the very best. However, the wide angle and zoom lens could perform better. I like selfie image quality whether you take them in auto or portrait modes, both in good and poor lighting. Portrait images usually have good separation between the object and the background, and my face is always in focus thanks to dual pixel autofocus system, a high quality selfie shooter. Portrait shots taken with the main camera look really good too. There is also a single take mode that takes quite a few different pictures and videos at the same time, so you can pick and choose the best shots you want. I think this feature is really neat. Panorama pictures come out really nice as there is a lot of detail and sharpness, and stitching is near perfect even if you take pictures handheld. The Galaxy S20 is one of the first phones that can record videos in 8K resolution. Some may say it's just a gimmick, but I always like innovation and I'm happy that Samsung brought this feature. The video has a lot of resolved detail and sharpness, but you need a powerful device to play it back. My 2-year-old maxed out MacBook Pro can play it, but the playback is a little bit choppy. Check out uncut video sample that I uploaded on YouTube and be the judge. You should also know that 8K video is recorded in 24 frames per second, which is the frame rate often used in movies, but if you record fast-moving objects, the movement may look a little bit choppy. Further, there is a huge crop, and I've noticed that autofocus is much slower than in 4K video mode. If you put the phone on a tripod with a fluid head, you can get amazing quality 8K video with a ton of detail and sharpness. 4K video quality is one of the best. The footage is really sharp, detailed, and very smooth and stable using all camera lenses. A downside, you can switch between different cameras only in 4K 30 frames per second mode. Autofocus, auto exposure, and auto white balance are also great. 4K 60 FPS video is also nice and smooth, but there is more noise than in 30 FPS video. Even if you put the phone on a tripod and pan it slowly, the video looks nice, but there is quite a bit of visible noise, which is a little bit frustrating for a flagship device. 1080p hyperlapse video looks nice and detailed. It takes 1 minute to record a 1-second video. The S20 can also record high-quality 1080p at 30 or 60 frames per second video that comes out nice, stable, and smooth. Check out longer video samples in the second part of this video. Slow motion video is recorded in 1080p, and it's among the very best I've seen on a smartphone. Super slow motion video is recorded in 720p, but the quality is still really good. The phone can shoot great quality 4K 60 and 30 FPS video with a front-facing camera too. Live focus video using the selfie camera looks quite good, yet still a little bit unnatural, but I can see a slight improvement over the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. You can also adjust the bokeh effect, however the video is quite shaky as electronic image stabilization is automatically turned off in this mode. Finally, the sound recording quality in video is really good, and you can also use audio zoom in feature. Once you zoom in the camera, audio kind of zooms in together, if you will. So this is my camera review of the Samsung Galaxy S20. I'm leaving you with more camera samples so you have better idea of the image quality. Even though the cameras on this phone are not perfect, but I still think that the Galaxy S20 has one of the best camera setups out there. Tell me, what do you think? Would you choose the Galaxy S20 or would you choose another device as the best camera smartphone? Also, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon. This is Samsung's highly praised super steady video mode test on the Samsung Galaxy S20. This is not the Ultra, not the Plus, this is the regular S20 handheld video, and let me go down those stairs. So, super steady. Let's see how steady it is. I'm just holding the device in two hands and I'm walking down the stairs. The first impressions are indeed that the video is pretty nice and stable. Again, let me come back. So this is how stable the video is. This is 1080p 60 frames per second video test using the main camera of the Samsung Galaxy S20. Today is a nice and bright day, so the lighting conditions are perfect. This is handheld video. This is a good old 1080p 30 frames per second video test using the main camera of the Samsung Galaxy S20. 1080p 30 fps. Let me walk a little bit. This is handheld video, no stabilization tools. 8K video test on a tripod. .4K 60 fps tripod. .4K 30 fps wide angle tripod. Switching to the main lens. Tripod, main lens, 4K 30 FPS. Now switching to the zoom lens. Let me go to the water maybe a little bit more. So this is zoom lens with a tripod, 4K 30 FPS. This is just a regular 1080p video test, 30 frames per second, using a selfie camera of the Samsung Galaxy S20. I'm standing here in the shade, and I'm holding the device in one hand. This is just a short video test using the front-facing camera of the Galaxy S20. This is 4K 60 FPS video, but this is not handheld video. I'm using the tripod. I just want to see the video quality if I wanted to use this phone for shooting some of my videos. So this is how the video looks like. I can move back a little bit. I can move here. So this is how the video looks like. Also, this is an audio test because the Galaxy S20 has pretty good microphones, but I just wanted to hear them again because today is not the windy day that it used to be like yesterday. So anyway, that was my video test. Thanks for watching, and I'm signing out.